From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth. Back at the bar, back at Tommy Mac's, brought to you by our friends at Goodfellas Cigar, Lounge and Spirits, and our friends at Brust Nutter Wealth Advisors. Let's get to the bar. Dr. Allison Cato is here from Hope Haven. Hey, Dr. Cato,
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Doing great.
Welcome to the bar.
Thank you for having me.
You're a neuropsychologist.
A neuropsychologist.
Neuropsychologist.
That's right.
Wow. That's impressive. Can you penetrate this big noggin? I don't know. It's
I can
pretty
try,
thick.
but I don't know.
Joe Solsona's here. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
NABF, the National Association of Veterans and Families, helping our veterans out.
That's correct. You got it.
You were talking before we got on air here about the amount of cases of onset dementia and other mental health related issues with our veterans and their wives or spouses age 60, 70, and what have you.
That's correct. We get claims in every day. And what we've started to see this last year was a preponderance of 70-year-olds, age 71 to 79, with different levels of dementia, either Lewy body, frontal lobal, or cardiovascular dementia. And this year, now we're seeing them in their 60s. Wow. And we don't know why. So it's males and females. And
high stress throughout the life? I mean, would that have anything to do with it? You know what I mean? It's a stressful gig being in the military. Maybe that's
very stressful for both, for both. Obviously the service person and the spouse at home, having to take care of the children and being both the mother and the father.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's something that we're seeing. And it's kind of alarming. And we haven't been able to research and find out why.
Right.
What it is. We don't know.
We're going to have to figure that one out, right? No doubt about it.
So the doc can come in and do that, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Dr. Cato, tell us about Hope Haven. Around 100 years almost. 96 years, you said.
Yes, Hope Haven has been serving in our community for almost 100 years.
Wow. Starting with, what did you say, polio and lupus and all
tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis, sorry.
And then polio.
Wow.
And then an expansion of medical, dental, clinical services, and the focus eventually shifted to diagnostic and treatment for children, adolescents, and really we serve clientele through adulthood.
Okay.
Doing a variety of things.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, I love talking to psychologists like yourself because, especially in the sports world, you grew up with mental toughness. What's your mental toughness like? And you do have to be mentally tough in the games you play.
Yes.
Like when you're tired, you have to find a way to
muscle through,
right? But today it's so much about mental health. You don't hear much about mental toughness. Why do you think that is? And does mental toughness even exist, or is that, no pun intended, being too tough on people?
I hear you, and there's starting to be a little bit of a turnaround where, listen for the word resilience.
Okay.
So this is coming up more and more where we're really encouraging youth from childhood on to develop resilience.
Okay.
It's a form of healthy mental toughness, if you will.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a great way to word it, right?
Yes.
We all, seems like we have to word things, a certain way in our society. Just make everybody feel okay. It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I get it.
But the idea is that we all have to, we have to roll with the punches, that life can be stressful, and developing coping strategies that will help propel you forward and not kind of hinder you in any way. Yeah.
Now, I know not and it's for everybody. Not everybody's into it, but I swear physical fitness helps with mental health. It does for me. A ton.
You're preaching to the choir.
Okay.
So I obtained my clinical psych degree at University of Florida in Gainesville.
Oh, right.
And it's a clinical and health psychology program.
Okay.
So we really, from the get-go, the idea is balance, that your physical fitness, your sleep quality, and what you eat has a lot to do with how well you roll with the punches, how well you cope with day-to-day stresses, how clear your thinking is.
Yeah.
So all of those things really maximize our quality of life.
Yeah. And Joe, I'd have to imagine those conversations come up with some of your people and the clients.
Oh, absolutely. We're looking at it. Fortunately, my background, like hers, I have a double major master's in physical education and psychology.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Wow, I threw that out at the end, Joe.
Yeah. And so it is. They go together, the mind and the body, obviously.
Definitely. Yeah.
They're very important. And we're dealing on a daily basis with people that are very stressed out, where you have a spouse at home trying to take care of her husband who has, Alzheimer's or some type of dementia. And it's very stressful, and they need help. And so the VA does provide some help for the spouse and all to come in. The same thing whether they need monetary help to go into assisted living, memory care location, or even independent living. There are some benefits. So there's a lot of benefits that go unused because the public doesn't know about it. So that's the first thing that we do. Part of our mission statement is education. Because we say you don't know what you don't know.
That's right. That's right.
And so that's what we do. We do a lot of seminars and programs throughout Florida and the rest of the United States as well, and to educate the community. But 90% of who we deal with are the children and the veterans. Because the parents are maybe in their 80s and 90s. We just got a lady approved in 10 days that was 104 years old.
Wow.
She was a WAC during
World War II. Kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And so that was exciting for us. And so we did get some storage for her. But we had a general go present her with some medals.
Awesome.
General Hartzell, who's the head of the Florida Department of Veteran Affairs. And she stood up and she was able to take those, and she was thrilled. So that's half of it. That's why we all do what we do, is because all our people have the passion and compassion, for the people we deal with.
All right, Joe, that's awesome. Dr. Cato, I'm going to wrap it up with you. So,
sure.
How can people find Hope Haven? I know you've been around forever. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm assuming hopehaven.org or something like that.
Yes, so it is hope-haven.org. And you'll find there that we have a variety of services: advocacy, clinical, education, and employment training and support for ages very little, under 12 months to adulthood.
That's great.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming
so
on.
Nice to meet
Keep
you.
up the great work.
Thank you.
Go Jags, right?
Go Jags. Absolutely.
That's right. This is the year. I know you're a huge fan, so it's going to be a good one, Dr. Cato.
I am a big
Maybe
fan.
you need to go and psychoanalyze those guys and get them right.
That would be a pretty cool opportunity. All right,
man. Love meeting the people that come to my bar and hang out and tell us what they're doing in this great city of Jacksonville, helping people. I tell you what, always brings a warmth to my heart and to my smile. There's no doubt about that. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.